What's good, everyone? This is your homeboy SportsGuyQ, back with another vlog, back with another edition of Sneaker Sports and Life. First of all, I just want to thank everyone that's reposted the other videos, liked, comment, subscribe to my page. I really appreciate everything you guys have done. It's not easy to take time out of your day to do that, and I just want to say thank you. Stay along for the ride. Got a lot more things in store, and just hopefully I'll be able to get better day by day. Today was a pretty good day. Had Fridays off, so it gave me the opportunity to head over to one of the outlets down here in Texas. The Allen outlet is maybe 5 minutes away from the house, so sometimes I get over here more than often, but the weather hasn't been too good on Friday, so I tend to stay at home. But today, checked out the outlet. Generally, I've had some success at other outlets. When I lived in Tampa, they had a couple of outlets in Orlando, maybe 45 minutes to an hour away. So I used to hop over there every once in a while, picked up some things, picked up the cough drop foams when foams really wasn't popular. Got those for a good price of $90, whereas I think at that time they were still selling for $180 in the store. Picked up the Kobe Bryant 6s, the Charlottes. Pretty good shoe, very comfortable. Also picked up the Beaches of Rio Air Max 1, so had some success. Also let a lot of stuff that I saw that I wanted pass, so wish I could go back in time, pick up some things that I didn't get, but it is what it is. Today, hit the outlet, hit the Nike store. Normally, I don't hit too many other brands, Adidas, Under Armour, Reebok, because they generally don't have the up-to-date current releases in the outlet. So, spent most of my time at the Nike store. Saw some good things. First up I saw was the Air Max 1. And this colorway, I hadn't really seen this colorway before. The uniqueness of the red, the burgundy, and the blue blend kind of made it stand out. And I think it was on the rack for maybe $90, if that much. The only thing I did not like about it, and this isn't just with this shoe in particular, but a couple of more of the recent releases, is that funky swoosh. What's up with not having the embroidered Nike symbol on there? The Nike swoosh kind of took away from the shoe. So I think if you have people out here looking for a certain type of swoosh, they may pass on this. Next up, came across the LeBron 13s. This is one of the brands that even LeBron, that he didn't wear himself too often, wore the soldiers a little bit more, but this was a pretty decent colorway. Burgundy also. I think that's a good color for a basketball shoe, for a comfort shoe. But walking down the aisle, came across these, the Air Jordan 3 True Blues with the Nike Air on the back. I'm upset about this one because I paid retail for this, which was over $220. They're sitting at outlets for $179. This one in particular was a size 7, so couldn't be too upset about it. But I just think back to the fact that I paid retail and other people are coming up with steals on these shoes. Also, another shoe that's sitting there was the Air Jordan 31s. This shoe has grown on me. I like the silhouette, but I've also liked some of the colorways that they have been dropping for this. So this is a shoe that I've also heard good reviews as far as performance on the court, style, and all that stuff. So this is one of the few non-retros from Jordan that I tend to kind of pay attention to a little bit more. Next up, speaking of retros, is the Air Jordan 6 Chameleon. I think the only reason why this shoe is sitting is that $225 price tag. Nobody wanted to pay that much, and it was too much stuff coming out at the time. The Air Jordan 1 Chameleon was a lot bigger release, and I think that stood out a lot more, so that took away from the money that people had to spend on shoes. And this is why this Air Jordan 14, which was next up, the Indiglows are sitting. Too much stuff coming from Jordan brand at the time, and people had to make choices, and this was a shoe that suffered. I think for people that really who like the 14 silhouette, this is a steal. I think for $150 you really couldn't find a better price for this shoe. So just keep that in mind. Next up was the Air Jordan Mids. Now this was a unique shoe because of the material that they used. They used the leather fleece and nubuck on the shoe, and I hadn't really seen fleece being used on the shoe. And for $60, that's basically half off of the shoe. You can't beat that. That is a steal price. So check your outlets. Hit me up if you're interested in the shoe. So I checked on the Keith website just seeing if anyone had them. Everywhere else sold out for the regular price. So if you can get this shoe for $60, that's definitely a steal. Next up was the Prestos, with the release of the Adidas Ultra Boost, that whole wave. I think Prestos are starting to come back in style. And shout outs to Q the Queen, one of my new subscribers, people I subscribe to on YouTube. She did a great performance review of the shoe, and really that's what made me look at the shoe in the outlet. So check out her page, subscribe to her page, and just show her love for another Flint town, for somebody from Flint, Michigan native, go blue, all that good stuff. Next up was another Air Max 1, the Pendleton Quick Strike. Now this is a shoe I hadn't heard any type of fanfare over. Generally the Pendleton mock-up is a bit louder with the colors, but this one was pretty decent. The browns, the grays, the blacks, it was more mute. So I think for anybody that's looking for a shoe in this Pendleton material, could get this one and not have to worry about being too loud when they wear it. Great value for the shoe, just a good opportunity. Next up was the KD Elites. Yeah, I know I talked about this shoe in my last video, said I didn't like it when compared to the LeBron 14s, but actually in this colorway with the fly knit, the mesh, the multicolor mesh fly knit, it actually doesn't look too bad. This is the different version than the one that initially released. This is the Elite, and for $120, regular price $150, you can't beat that. Next up, you have basically two brothers of shoes with the Air Max Uptempo 97 and the Air Max Uptempo, both in the same colorway, which they are calling the Urban Haze. Decent basketball shoe. Probably some people out there that would try to wear it as a lifestyle shoe, but this is a shoe that definitely needs to be left on the court. The regular Uptempo, it goes back to the days of Chris Webber when he was signed with Nike, and that's why I remember the shoe. But this is still a decent colorway if you can find it for a good price. I think the Uptempo, the regular Uptempo was $80, so that's not too bad. So check out the outlets near you. Hit me up if you really are interested in the shoe, and maybe I can look out for you. Also, while I was there, checked out the kids section. Had a nice pair of Air Jordan 1s. Decent price for a kid shoe. That was there was the Air More Uptempos, aka the Scottie Pippens. These are very valuable shoes when it comes to a sneakerhead's collection. I don't have a pair in my collection, but for the most ardent collector, I think this is a staple in their collection, and it's good to see if you have a young sneakerhead in training to get this shoe. Really was priced well, so definitely something that you will have to look into. All in all, I saw some good things. I behaved. I didn't buy any shoes. I've been trying to stay away from buying shoes. I got some things, some trips planned in the near future. Got some other things going, so I have to put myself on shoe restrictions. Maybe even considering selling off some of the shoes in my collection just to build up my savings. But did pretty good with this one. As I've been saying throughout the whole video, if you saw anything that you were interested in, hit me up. The whole sneakerhead community credo is help one, get some, get blessed. One of those situations where I always look out for people I know, and people have reciprocated that. Been able to find some great deals, been able to give some people some good shoes that they couldn't find in their local area. So if you see anything in this video, just hit me up. I have my my Instagram. I have my Twitter handles always in on my video. So if you see something, reach out to me, DM me, let me know, and we can kind of connect on that. Just once again, thanks again for all the support. Hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, repost, and I'll see you next time.